Hey folks, Roland here, in the hot seat. Episode number, I think this is 15. Returning guest, Leonard Bass.
What's going on, internet people?
This episode is going to be a little more specific. I know in a lot of recent episodes we've featured items made by Tmudder mixed in with other things. So we're just going to flat out call this one the Tmudder Appreciation episode.
Yeah, because that guy's been real good about sending us all sorts of delicious stuff. So he sent us a bunch of new stuff, and we're gonna try it out here. A lot of this stuff I haven't tried yet. So
we got the two that we tried before. We're just gonna give a little quick return to those, just for a reminder. It was kind of funny. Like I'm at home. I'm at work, and I'm on my break, and it's like 4 o'clock, and I'm going through my YouTube channel on my phone, and I see Naga Canario puts up a video. Saying Tmudder's gift package, and I'm like, oh man, because I saw all the stuff that he got, and it looked awesome. And like, I got it from my break, and I went to the front of my store, and the package had shown up, and I got the same thing. So yeah, that really made me happy. And now we can finally give it all a real good test online here.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really like Tmudder stuff in the past, so I'm hoping that this stuff. I mean, look at this. You got some peanuts here. You got some sort of cashew brittle.
Yeah, his famous cashew brittle.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Let's start with a recap of the previous stuff. Let's go right for the big bottle here. A recap of the Roasted Ghost with the new and improved cap because I broke the original. There you go. Yeah. My dad loves this stuff. Last episode, you guys saw that.
Which is like a testament to how good it is, because your dad's not really like a heat guy, right?
No, he is not a chili head. I mean, he's become one since the last episode, but
I mean, to start, I mean, he used to get laid out by like regular jalapenos and whatnot, so.
He sent me
That's so good.
a comment with the actual listing of everything that's in there. Apparently, there's a ton of garlic in this one too. Ooh.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, like the excuse you used last time. I got a seed caught in my throat.
That did happen to me last time. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta make sure to not inhale when you're eating any of this stuff, because it's fresh ingredients. So if one of those seeds just like rockets back into your throat, it'll be a bad time.
Very much so. But yeah, just a quick recap of how much we love that.
Oh, it's delicious. The garlic is so good. Like on the back end, like there's a little bit of a burn to it. I mean, for most people, it'd be a lot of burn, but
yeah.
For crazy lunatics like us, it's just a little bit of a burn, but the garlic in it makes it so that like as that little bit of a burn's kicking in, you still got like a really good flavor rolling around in your mouth. Oh, I love it. So good. Palate cleansing. Yep.
Another quick recap to a former one. The very first bottle he sent me, the Scorpion Moruga garlic sauce, which to this day I've pretty much used on anything and everything. There you go.
Ooh, yeah.
It's just.
This one's got the garlic in it too, right? Like
this is
really, really spectacularly garlicky.
My favorite. The bottle's almost gone too. I mean, well, it's not gone. It's like half gone. Kind of sad. What am I going to do when it's gone?
It's kind of sweet too, which I like a lot.
Yeah. Overall flavors are fairly similar. This one has more of a tomato flavory, and this one has more of a sweet garlic. You actually get the sweetness from the peppers, just splattered throughout there. Really good stuff.
This one actually has a little bit more of a burn to it too. Probably because it's thicker overall. The consistency of it's a little bit thicker, especially after it's been like chilled in the fridge for a while.
What's that word you like using for describing things that cling to your throat?
Cloying?
Cloying, yeah. Never heard that word before in my life. But alright, so that's the old stuff. So let's get into some new stuff.
Alright, what do we want to
start us off here with this teriyaki sauce.
Holy yaki! Ghost pepper laced teriyaki glaze.
This one has been described as, he sent in the letter that he made it, he loves the way it tastes, but he immediately knows he should have made it much hotter.
It does smell delicious though. Oh man. Homemade teriyaki sauce? I've never had homemade teriyaki.
It's not like the overly sweetened one you would get in a store. It's like traditional, like...
Wait until you're loaded up before you go down the hatch with it.
Oh, absolutely.
It smells great though. I'm like actually pumped about this right now.
Clean it up afterwards.
Alright.
Let's do it. Yeah. Amazing flavor, like...
Get your sensor ready for when you edit this. That sauce is fucking delicious. I love it. It's so good. I'm gonna have more.
It's, yeah, I mean, my problem with teriyaki sauces is that it's usually way too sweet. And this...
More?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
This is great.
And I can't. The main flavor that I'm picking up in here would probably be the rice vinegar and the honey. It's just.
It's so good, and it's got like. See, I can understand why Tmudder might want to make it a little spicier, but I mean, for like most of his other sauces that he sends out, there's like enough of the spice there to get me the spice. I actually really like this just because this is all flavor, and it's really really good. This is like one of the best teriyaki sauces I've ever had. That is awesome.
I'm digging it too.
That's so good.
A little bit of lime on the end there you pick up just at the very end.
Oh, thank you so much for that. That's great.
Alright, let's try some of these nuts he's got here. He's got a video out there of him actually making these nuts. Fire roasted ghost peanuts, I think. Let's grab a handful of these suckers. I haven't actually tried these yet. Ooh, smell that roasted honey effect that came out of the one in the bar.
I'm from Georgia originally, and you wouldn't expect it. But Georgia, there's a lot of different kinds of peanuts you can get down there, boiled peanuts, and all sorts of different people selling like homemade nuts and whatnot. So I've always been a big peanut fan. So down the hatch with these
for science.
They're good.
Oh, yeah.
Real good.
Ooh, wow.
A little sweet, not too sweet. After
on the afterbite, you really get the burn kind of kicking in.
Yeah, after you get it down a little bit, you start to get a little sting on the tongue. Ooh.
Yeah, and there's a recipe that he shows online how to make these. Apparently, from what I saw, they're not that hard to make. So yeah, follow his recipe by the number, and you can enjoy these yourself.
They're great though.
Just in time for the Super Bowl too. You make up a batch of these, sit around with your friends.
The soon-to-be World Championship New England Patriots.
We are from New England, so we kind of have to root for the local team. But at the same time, sports.
This isn't a sports show, but
not even a little bit.
I do like sports.
All right, here we have. Now he's described this as a Simply Scorpion Sriracha 1 and Simply Scorpion Sriracha 2. Fairly similar designs. He's going for a traditional sriracha sauce here, which the most prominent flavor would be the actual pepper. The big difference is, number 1 is made with Trinidad scorpions, and number 2 is made with scorpion marugas. And I think he said something about he kept the seeds in when he processed these for the first one, so the seeds gave it a slightly bitter taste. This is how he described it. I haven't tried it yet. And he took the seeds out, like painstakingly picked them out of the second one. Although I can still see a few in there, but not as much. I can see the little ground up seeds in there, little white bits.
Yeah, you can also just see, like, you can kind of see it. It might be tough on the video, but there's a slight color variation.
Yeah.
Like this one is darker, and it actually looks like there's like a slight consistency variation too. The one right here, which one is this?
That's number 2.
This is number 2. Number 2 is actually a little bit thicker. You can see it as like I poured around inside the bottle, and this one right here is a little bit thinner as well.
Let's try the first one.
Alright, so number 1 right here.
Yeah, because that's the one he said that it came out good, but just a little bit of bitterness on the aftertaste. Which is why he made the second one. The guy's a perfectionist, I'm not going to fault him. His stuff's always good. Not that I don't trust you, so we don't have the scoops today.
Fair enough.
I want to get a good amount. There we go. Immediately tastes like fresh peppers.
It's really smooth too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird adjective for a hot sauce.
Yeah, it's almost creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't really get you get the taste of the fresh pepper right away. You don't really get very much of the burn until afterwards. It's kind of like an after effect from the burn on it. It's good. I can see where he gets the bitter from.
Yeah. These are the Trinidad scorpions, which are supposed to be a hotter pepper than the one used in these, because this has the same peppers used as this one, only this one doesn't have the garlic base. Yeah, it's just the peppers, garlic, vinegar, salt, and sugar. That's all he has listed on the ingredients.
Yeah, I can see where he might have said that like it comes off as like bitter, but I think that's just like it just tastes like the pepper does. Yeah. And maybe that's just because I think the pepper's a little bitter, but
yeah, I gotta say, some of the super hots they do fall into the bitter category.
Yeah. It's definitely a good sauce. I mean,
he's captured the sriracha effect of it pretty well, I'd say. Because sriracha sauce is basically supposed to be liquid pepper if you break it down to its most liquid basic components. Alright, this is the same thing, only I guess he didn't blend the seeds, and you still see a few in there. Just let them set in. This one uses the scorpion marugas, or maruga scorpions here listed here. I believe everything else is the same. Oh yeah, that's definitely a thicker consistency. Oop, I made a second drop. I'm just making a mess. Very glaze-like. I like that. Looks like the orange syrup you find in an orange soda fountain machine.
Yeah, it does have a good. That's a like a great way to put it. It's got kind of like a glossy glaze, like color and consistency to it.
Wow. There's that traditional flavor of, that recognizable flavor of the scorpion marugas coming through it phenomenally. Wow.
Again, really smooth.
That one's sweeter too.
Yeah, sweeter. Because this one's got the. This is maruga scorpions, garlic, rice vinegar, salt, and sugar. You can taste the rice vinegar in it too, a little bit. Give it kind of a.
I know, I'm picking up a.
Yeah, a little bit
of that. Yeah,
the teriyaki on the back end there.
Good stuff. Starting to make my face flush a little bit here just from the amounts, but yeah. The guy deals in super hots, and these sauces, like these 4 sauces here, fall into the category of super hot. This one falls under hot, and there's, I mean, if you like hot sauces, like hot sauces, then this guy is amazing. But I finish off here with a dessert. Again, there's a video of him making these online. He sent some to Paul, he sent some to Naga Carnario, probably a bunch of other people. Tmudder's like Santa Claus of the internet. You know,
I do love brittle.
Cashew brittle, not peanut brittle, with entire chunks of, I don't know if you can see that, but on the bottom side there are those little red bits. That's chopped up, dried up ghost chilies fresh from his garden. I've had these from him plenty of times before. So good.
This is my first time. I've never had these before. It's very good. And the pepper, it's like anytime you combine like a dessert with any sort of pepper, it's usually best for the pepper to be like the afterthought. And that's exactly what these are. I mean, you like when you're chewing it up and right when you swallow it down, it's just like not too sweet, just like homemade, delicious brittle. And then you swallow it and you give it a couple of seconds, and then your mouth
it
starts
kind
to
of builds. And yeah, it's like Paul already reviewed these on air and pretty much nailed it when he said that with brittles, it's real easy to make them too hard or too crunchy or too brittle, pun intended. But yeah, these are perfect.
Yeah, excellent consistency for peanut butter. It's like not hard to eat at all.
Doesn't stick to your teeth.
Doesn't stick to your teeth any doesn't stick to your teeth as much.
Yeah.
But I mean, all peanut butter. I mean, you're gonna get that stuff.
It's cooked sugar, yeah. So.
Yeah, Tmudder is kind of like the Santa Claus of the internet. So good.
I know. Ooh. Kick in the back of the throat there, pretty seriously. Wow. Oh, whoa.
Wow, you look like Howard Dean over there.
Who's that?
Your face is very red. He's a guy with an angry red face when he yells. Well, Roland recuperates. All the stuff is great. Sauces, like we had tried before.
I'm not gonna keep this in, so.
Of all the new stuff I tried today, I definitely have to say that the peanut brittle, or the cashew brittle, sorry. My second favorite is the new stuff from Tmudder because it tastes great. But I mean, like I'm seriously in love with this teriyaki sauce. This is so good. Oh man, many thanks from both of us. Even though Roland has been struck dumb by that cashew brittle.
Oh man, that got me at just the right, whatever, and just caught in the throat. It's still there.
But many thanks to Tmudder for sending us all this stuff out. Anybody who's watching this, definitely give him a look, check him out. Like all of his stuff is never fails to impress with all the stuff he sends to us, and it's always a treat.
Yeah.
And a personal thank you to Tmudder for actually checking out the podcast because he left a comment on the podcast where
That's right.
We did that wacky, dangerous, stupid challenge.
Yeah, the one that almost killed you.
Yeah.
And one I can associate with now because I don't want to say that it almost didn't just kill me there, but I got a little worried there a little bit. It was literally just caught right in the throat there.
And speaking of the podcast, I'd be remiss if I didn't plug myself on the show. And I know you don't have a problem with it, so
I don't.
for anybody watching, if you're interested in an audio podcast, definitely not safe for definitely not safe for work. Humor podcast. My buddy Mike and I do one every week. It's called The Best of No Worlds. I think it was episode 17 that we did. We chronicled the let's say near-death experience of trying the pure ghost chili with the source of the chip that made me feel like I was going to die for a while. So yeah, if you're interested, check that out. We always appreciate more listeners. And again, thank you very much, Tmudder, for listening and for commenting on that, and for all of this delicious food.
Yeah, seriously, Tmudder. I mean, once I have the means to get my stuff up and running again, I feel as if I'm the bad half of a one-sided friendship because I haven't been sending you nearly as much stuff as you've been sending us. But we are more than thankful, and yeah, this is the Tmudder appreciation episode. There's no other way to put it. So
Stuff is so good.
I know.
I love it.
But I have a slightly warped sense of how hot that is because I'm like, I go to my fiance, I'm like, here, try some of this. It's not that hot, and she's like, okay. She tries a tiny bit, just knocked her on her ass. So I'm a big red, sweaty coffee mess here. I think it's the first time that something actually got to me that bad on air, you know, so fair enough. I mean, I do it to other people. It's bound to happen to me sooner or later.
Yeah, and Tmudder's good at making spicy food that also tastes delicious. So.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know if I told you this or not, but he actually left a comment saying he's specifically working on something that's going to knock you on your ass because of your comment you made at the end of the last sauce challenge you tried.
Tmudder, I like your stuff. I'd like to see if you can make don't consider this a direct challenge because you've been such a generous benefactor, but my tolerance is a lot higher than Roland's, but I'm going to continue to guest on your show. So if you'd like to send out something that you think can lay me out, that'd be excellent. I don't remember the comment specifically, but if his track record for making things that are spicy and also delicious continues, I welcome the challenge.
All right, well.
And anything he sends out that's specifically meant to lay me on my ass, we will definitely try it on the air, and I will give
this will probably happen again.
Give my honest assessment of it, just like always. I mean, like I'm kind of a dick. Sometimes people think that I'm kind of like rude or whatever. It's just because I tell it how it is. So I mean, you can honestly trust me when I said all the stuff that we've tried from this guy has been spicy and delicious.
Yeah.
Teriyaki sauce especially. So good.
Yeah, these two right here, my favorite. This is becoming a quick second, really quick. But all right, I think that's a good place to wrap this one up. Tmudder, again, thank you, and obviously we'll put the link to your page at the bottom of the descriptor, and just flash it across the front. I'll just flash it, whatever. But we'll put that in the post.
It's just like a strobe light. It's just like Tmudder. Us with glow sticks, just dancing. Sorry.
Anyways.
What, you're the only one who can dance on your show?
Well, I only dance when I'm in pain.
I'm in pain? That's not true.
Fair enough. Alright, well, we'll see you next episode. I'm Roland.
I'm Leonard. Have a good one, Internet people.
Later.